For some, unity represents honesty, and it represents vulnerability and sometimes invulnerability, and liberation from social expectations that we all know are fake. And it seems to return to this authenticity, like you're being honest, you're being real. Shedding not just the clothes, but also the roles, the brands, the symbols attached to them. Some people like those symbols because they like to feel better about themselves, but true, modest, and normal people, emotionally stable people, they like shedding those clothes. Once they get past the social part of it, once they get past the shame of youth, you try not to. Now parents are now they're looking at their kids, and their kids are naked and they're happy naked, and you don't want to say, oh, that's dirty, put it away. You want to say, something like, hey, you're beautiful, but you need to put clothes on that because we're going to go outside. So it's kind of a different way to view it. Like nudity and nakedness is not a bad thing. It's more of it's a proper place thing, and so that's why you don't go to work naked. That's funny. But anyway, that's how nudists feel, and people in the lifestyle, they feel a freedom. I was sitting in an office where I said, watch this. There was some people were there, and I said, watch this lady. So the lady went up and she did a sexual kind of like move with her body, and she's talking to her boss, and she just like, you could tell she was trying to use sexuality against him. And he was responding in a masculine way, and he's responding like, oh, I'm interested, in his body language. But that kind of manipulation, once you start getting naked with people, that kind of manipulation really goes away fast, because you start noticing how people are trying to manipulate the scene. Shirts with big boobies hanging out, guys with their bulges showing. It's that kind of manipulation falls away, and that's a good thing. That's a positive thing of nudity. So nudity or lack of nudity, is powerful and unsettling, because it symbolizes innocence, a newborn baby, raw truth in art and protests and performance, and even moral corruption, taboos, and indecency. It means shifting. It shifts depending on the culture, context, and individual psychology. Now, we're talking about United States culture for the most cases, and almost all 50 states have a different culture when it comes to sexuality. It's kind of funny, and when it comes to their laws and their feelings about society.